Jayton Jackson. I know for some people, it is, yes, it is a school night. But for me, I don't have school. I'm on break. So, but whatever. My brother, he has school. Which is the thing. If he didn't, me and him would have been playing. Matter of fact, I'll keep doing the games from last video. Last Madden video. Guys, I am so sorry. We're trying to get a webcam for our birthday, so now you can actually see our faces. I mean, not for our birthday, for Christmas. Because my birthday's not until next year, because I just turned 9 this year. And Jordan, he just turned 11. So, I got to do this video, because we were supposed to upload a video yesterday on Fortnite, or Madden, and we didn't get to do it because we're too busy watching Paddington 2 and watching The Big Green, a movie from 1995. Paddington 2. If you guys haven't seen Paddington 2, you should go watch it. It's hilarious. But yeah, let's just get on. Let's just go on with the rest of this game.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
I'm not really a good kicker, so.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And as the Cleveland Browns come back out onto the field, they'll get going again on offense here in a second. But 1-15 this last year, and it's a franchise that since moving back to Cleveland. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
Get dropped, kid. That's why the first play they got.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
RG3. RG3. Robert Griffin III.
All right, say it with me now.
Man, I would say that's one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. One of my favorite quarterbacks I play now. Guys, what is your favorite quarterback of all time? Let me know in the comment section.
And continue to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch. On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh.
Oh, guys, just so you know, did you see that one Warriors game that happened against the Spurs? If you're NBA fans, sports fans, man, KD kept getting fouled, and it was just stupid. The refs weren't calling fouls for him. Refs need to pay attention, or they were just doing that because they like Spurs more. And I think KD's a snake. But they just doing mean. They just being messed up. Yeah, I don't think you're getting anywhere but losing. I don't think you're doing anything but losing yards. Yardage loss, kid.
They were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name.
I actually kind of like the chase a little bit. Yeah, we all seen that coming. Why is he just grabbing Adrian? Boy, touch my kid and do it again. You better get smacked, son.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away.
Like, what's wrong with you? Touching my dude, boy.
He'll send this one into the Midwest.
Not Gailey, but ooh.
Yeah, this will be taken at the 13.
Wow, that was really good.
That time on the return, and the offense will come back onto the field for the first.
Tyreek Hill. DBL.
Kansas City. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play.
This is intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running.
Don't judge me if I suck because I'm not as good as my brother, but
Be a little bit more precise.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
that boy dropped
The
it.
intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's
That was
gotta
Eric
have and a
Berry.
pass he should have caught.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
Inside the 10.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And this should be the final play
It's
before
not
the
what I
quarter
wanted.
ends. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. Muscles him off. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Okay.
Play clock winding down. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1.
Travis Kelce.
And it's complete to Kelce. We'll call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were locked to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders.
Oh,
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast.
Tyreek.
Took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
So he missed his first two, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The return man is Mario Alford. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Again, it's Crowell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So cheesy.
On 3rd down, Griffin. He's got time in the pocket, and he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down.
Did the commentator just say he'll be out of bounds?
But has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked
so close.
away and
So close for
incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of.
And it's right.
Not attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position, but didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Nope. Turns Mitchell. My boy.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin, and his throw is incomplete.
Hey, Robert, what's wrong with your passing?
10 yards to go on 3rd. Throwing again, Griffin. Surveying the field. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now here comes Kansas City. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure that...
Again?
The rookie's free. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
If you're man enough. Let's go with this.
Now the point after try for Santos.
That's it. 26.
These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if something there's got to be casualties. Times we're trying to win a game.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Red team, whoever's watching. Oh, I got a comment.
On second down, here's Griffin. This is complete to Hawkins.
Yeah, I'll play that. Yeah, I'll play as a hit.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Anything for the viewers.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Parkey's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off.
Tyreek.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Get
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Now here comes Kansas City. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was very easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
We'll see if it's that easy here.
Coaches really don't care for what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
I want Travis Kelce.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
But you know, tight end gotta be a GOAT when he has to be a GOAT.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. It's Hill. Complete. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Brandon, another catch for Tyreek Hill. How do you defend him? Because kickoff return, punt return, catching the ball, whether it's a receiver out of the backfield, and, of course, you can run it with him, too.
Well, let me give you some numbers from last year. To your point, 12 total touchdowns, 6 of them receiving, 3 rushing, and 3 in the return game.
If you're an offensive coordinator and you can't diagram plays for this guy, turn in your clipboard. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
I'll tell y'all what I'm doing. I'm doing bullet pass Travis Kelce.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. This will be caught at about the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Albert Wilson from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Santos now to add the PAT. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now after the touchdown, there's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs defense here ready to head back out onto the field. And they've got the lead. Last time they surrendered the field goal. We'll see what they do this go-around.
And giving up 3 is never ideal because any defense wants to pitch a shutout. But that's not a bad thing in most situations. You only give up field goals, your team has a chance to win.
Yeah, they still, as I said, they've got the lead here. We'll see if they can get a stop and hold them to 0 points this time. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona, in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the two different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. In Mexico, for the second straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. Finding time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Smith on first down. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Got it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Travis Kelce from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On first down, Griffin. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. Now Griffin on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And how about what Pryor did this year on a 1-15 team? 77 catches, over 1,000 yards, and we saw what an athlete he can be. We saw that in college, but, man, he can do a lot.
And now he wants to be a wide receiver, and I think that's where the difference was, because you mentioned him being an athlete. He still wanted to be a quarterback, so he's resistant to making the move out wide. And now that he's doing it and doing it on a regular basis, I think this is the baseline of numbers we can come to expect from Terrell Pryor.
To throw is RG3. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Throwing again, Griffin. Pryor has it complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Parkey's kick is good. So we've reached halftime. What's that? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show. I guess we're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Tyreek Hill on the return. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they? When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work.
Jeremy Maclin, the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, 75 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And his kick is right through. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
Griffin gives to Crowell on the draw. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Play fake to Johnson. Now here's Griffin. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. We get a glance at the Browns defense as they file into position. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
Partners, you understand very well from our time together visiting with coaches. Defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others. That speech came out of taking a stand and blowing up in this position. That's where this word pride comes out, right? In a big way.
Call a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Out of the gun, Smith. That's caught by the and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 9 out of that one. As a result, the drive continues.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that, where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
A 1st down carry here for Charles. Look at the spin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup. Good enough for a Kansas City 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Smith on 1st down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
Now it's Griffin. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Looks like nobody open. Now 2nd down. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine. You know, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance and all that to get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there. Free agency.
Looking for Barnage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They complete it to Hill. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Throwing on third down, Smith.
Nice catch.
It's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
I'm going for it. I don't care.
Well, the numbers have been
Mom,
good in
boys
the
are
passing
crazy.
game, and certainly a big
I'm gonna go
reason
for
why
it.
they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a
Yeah,
little
I'm
more.
going for it.
Perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But that's...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
And that's a catch. What?
And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete.
I swear to God.
Pass up the three, fake it.
That
It
is so
doesn't work.
stupid.
Goal in the action here to go over an offseason story.
Man, you need to stay off the field, kid. You trash.
Move from San Diego to LA. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less
to become
culture
the Rams.
shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're
No,
gonna go
sit
play in a
down.
soccer stadium, essentially,
Not
at least
going
the
in
couple of
first.
years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played one season as such.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Tamba Ali there to bring him down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Yep, because we're boss. And you guys suck because you lost. You guys lost and you suck.
And he
And you
fields
know
it
you
cleanly.
but
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is
Oh,
what he
so I
preaches
swear
all
to
the
God, they
time.
both-
Attack at
two.
all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here.
I'm getting to know Macklin
That spot.
and his
Lob it in there, but it's incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Macklin was the intended
Macklin.
target. And it's third
Macklin.
down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already
And the
picked up 2 passes.
ball, what?
That would have been the third in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
From the gun on third down, Smith.
I'm going for it.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one?
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
How many yards does my boy got? 500. 8. How many touchdowns? 7.
By the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's
My
going on with your
quarterback's
scheme?
such
Maybe
a
we should look
go.
at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit.
It ain't
They've got them
funny.
frustrated right now.
On first down, Smith. He's got time. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they had been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Looking deep here for Macklin.
I'm asleep, bro.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, 50 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this.
How many? 8. Exactly. It's just too hard for me.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Santos is a small dude.
That time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown here, Santos will kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 6 yards to go here on second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd and 2, now Griffin. And he finds Barnage. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first.
We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
You're down by 47.
On second down, here's Griffin. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And that is incomplete.
Got him.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Going back to Macklin. This time he's got him. Complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
He's getting another touchdown on this drive.
Smith on first down. He's going to go deep for Conley. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. To throw is Smith, and he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Macklin. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a first down throw. It's Smith going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 55 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, you know, call it a game, call it whatever.
Oh, my gosh. How much yards does my quarterback have? 682. Theirs has 91. That's nowhere near me.
I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Griffin on second down. This is complete to Hawkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they...
Jeremy Maclin, he's at the 40. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, an even 90 yards, and the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The stream is going on. It's going to be on for an hour, like 25 minutes maybe.
Again on on 2nd and 10. It's Griffin. And this one brought in by Barnage. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland.
Please punt it inbounds.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards.
Bro, Alex Smith is going off with these pass catches. 11 touchdowns.
And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
Bro, I don't know what time it is, bro. It's 11. 26 a.m.
Santos now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
That's when the stream.
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
On 2nd down, Griffin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And now here comes Kansas City. Here's Smith, and incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's 2nd down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, 79 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
This is just too disappointing.
Now the point after try for Santos. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up.
It took forever, dude.
And now Cleveland
That's
geared up to take the
crazy.
field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
What?
I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally
Sit your booty cheeks down. That was crazy.
Not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Cool
Yeah, y'all, my
right
pizza,
there,
if you ever want it, just so you know, I'ma pull up
And
how
some of
we
these
whoop
guys
you.
are just so
In
comfortable
ultimate
getting outside
or
of the
irregularly.
pocket that they'll do it on purpose. Doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move.
Bruh, does this quarterback know
to
to
get
catch?
lost in coverage in the
No,
secondary.
I mean.
I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Griffin. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Griffin on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. This is complete to Hawkins. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. And he's able to find Hawkins. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
To throw is RG3. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out.
They got a touchdown on that play. I was about to say good job, good job.
Guys are just not as comfortable catching
But if
the
they
ball
don't,
as they are running it.
get a touchdown.
A fake to Crowell. Now it's Griffin. He's got time, and he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Justin Houston able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon.
Trucked him.
Third and long. It's Griffin. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 13 yards on the pickup, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run,
No, they won't for it. They're probably going to make it now. I don't want them to make a touchdown. Please, please, please.
that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
They're probably going to run it.
Here we
Oh,
go.
that's touchdown. Touchdown. I already tell. No, it's not. Let's get it, baby.
They're turned away.
I'm at the 2. Oh, I'm about to go for that Hail Mary.
So they tried to go for
Shy.
it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Going for that Hail Mary.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation.
Let's catch.
He's got his man complete. A big play there. Smith to Macklin. 42 yards.
But go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you bet.
He needs 36 more yards.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Throwing now, Smith. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5.
He got straight up. Let's get it, bro. I did it. He got to 1,000 yards, bro. 1,020 yards, bro. Told you.
Touchdown. This thing is ugly. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
I'm going to show my brother the yards, and for when he comes back, I'm going to text him on my phone and show him the yards. That's like game's over.
Time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Now after the touchdown here,
It really doesn't matter because I already won. It's not like they're about to.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And this looks to probably be the final play.
Yes.
One receiver left, 3 to the right.
I'm sorry, A-Lamp, if you're even if you're not watching still.
Surveying the field.
That's an interception. Let's go. Good.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
Woo. My man, Alex Smith, 13 touchdowns for us, 1,020 yards. Let's get it, bro. Come on. Browns suck. It don't matter if they got good players, they suck. What are the Browns overall? $73 because they suck. What's Chiefs? 88. Yeah, that's because we're best. Dude, I swear to that was just tough. But guys, this is the end. Please subscribe for more Madden or Fortnite. This is Jaden Jackson signing out.